Hey up shaggers, well welcome back to the channel. So right, before we get into anything, I want to say I'm ever so sorry. I know I've been very distant recently, and there's sort of in good reason. I've just been bloody mental, to be honest with you. I've been away, it's been my little one's birthday, I've been busy at home, I've been busy at work, it's been absolutely bloody roasting hot, and I've just not had the time or energy to get anything pumped out, so I am really sorry. But no, I'm going to kick my arse into gear and we are going to get some stuff sorted. We're going to get some good content pumped out. So but anyway, enough about that bollocks. We'll start getting into today's video. Now, obviously with the state of this yard, you can imagine it would be pretty easy to pick up a puncher. It's well, there's shit everywhere, so I'll be surprised if I don't pick a puncher up somehow. But yeah, there's his culprit anyway. We'll have a check round with that, see what's going on, see where's fizzing at me, and we'll get it all sorted. Now, another spanner in the works is I've also broke my string repair kit, so well, whatever I find today, I'm going to have to whip the tyre off and sort it out in time. I normally tend to do that anyway. So I've checked what I can check. Now, it would be nice if there was something about there, just so I didn't have to jack this up and well, start messing up. Oh, in fact, I've just seen something. There we go. Puffing away on sidewall there, look. There. We'll have to see how we look. I might still get it jacked up and spin it around, make sure there's no others. Well, that's going to need a gator. Now, as soon as I mentioned gator on the sidewall, I know there's going to be some penis in the comments saying, "Oh, you legally can't repair sidewalls. If you can't do that, I'll report you to the British Tyre Man." I don't give a shit, to be honest with you. It's it's going to stay in this place, it's going to serve a purpose, and until it shits itself, it's going to have it on. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jack that other side up as well, and it just means that rather than that just locking itself, I'll be able to rotate it fully so I can make sure there's no more cheeky little buggers that are sneaking away from me. Right, well, we've had a slight change of plan because I got both the fronts lifted up and it was still locked solid, and I haven't got a clue what I'm doing in the cab in order to stop that. I mean, this one looks pretty basic, but there's more than one button there, and there's a handle and a wheel. All of this means that it's far above my pay grade, far above my capabilities. But at least I can accept that. See, if I tried to drive this, look, we can guarantee I'd be through them houses down there, wouldn't I? Stick to your strengths, and my strength isn't driving machines, it's doing tyres on them. Right, let's get this one whipped off anyway, see what else we've got. Yeah, not really what I wanted to see. It was like opening Pandora's box, peeling that bead off. So here's where we're at with it. So, well, you see all that crease in there? Well, you're going to learn something again there, see? Now, that's called marbling. Now, what it is, it's the very early signs of it being run flat. Now, I'm not overly concerned about that. I know I'm going to get some comments about that saying, "Oh, don't blow it up, you'll blow yourself up with it." No, it'll be fine, don't worry about it. Since I've been in here, I've found that screw, another screw there, look. We got a string there, string with a horrible split there. I think that's it, but it's I'm in two minds what to do with this one. I don't know whether to try and bodge, and just try and keep it tubeless. Yeah, 4 patches, or whether just to patch a couple of the worst bits and chuck a tube in. But you don't really want these tubed. Well, like I say, on a yard like that, when you've got the tube in, once you pick up a tiny little bit of shit, it just sits the deck pretty much straight away, and that's no good for no one, is it? So I think we're going to try and keep it tubeless. Yeah, we're going to do it, we're going to smash it. It's not going to leak a single bubble, positive vibes only, and everyone loves a bodge, don't they, including me. So no, let's bodge this one back together. I've got faith. We'll start on them two first. Bloody hell. That was like trying to pull Philip Schofield out of a bloody choir boy, that was. Now I've got them two out, we can just start getting them buffed down, get a couple of patches slapped on them, and then we'll just start worrying about the rest of the shite then. There we go. Now, one thing I will say about these Goodyears, there's a bit of a love-hate relationship with these Goodyears. To buff down, they are one of the best tyres. The rubber's fantastic on them. But it's the only tyre I've ever had blow me up at the Goodyear, and my God, did it really hurt. So it's a bit of a love-hate relationship with Goodyears, but The only saving grace for this is, with it being on the sidewall, with the rubber being that good, the chances of the repair holding, they're a lot higher, you see. Alright, so there's them two on. We've just got that split to worry about. And then I'll figure out why ever that was leaking. I've had a quick look and it doesn't look anything like this screaming at me. But we'll just chuck a gator over it and hope we don't miss the hole. Because it's definitely been done before, and I've definitely done it before. Right, well, we've got all of those patches in there. Both them sidewalls packed. And then also, we've got them two sorted as well. It's the moment of truth. Now, we still might need that tube. I still might have done a shit job and it still might be pissing out. But look at all that, look. I might keep that, actually. I can't grow a beard myself yet, so yeah, we might just keep that as a permanent fixture. How come I'm going grey before I can actually grow a beard? I mean, there's no justice there, is there? Do you know what I mean? Well, there we go, and that's that one sorted. So all seems all tickety-boo. No need for a tube, no cheeky little bubbles appearing, so no, I reckon we've smashed that one. I'll get this shit tidied away. Now, someone mentioned about doing a little, basically going through the back of my van and going through all the tools and everything like that. And it's not actually looking that bad at the minute, the back of my van, so it might even be this video that I get round to doing it, but we'll see how the rest of the day goes and we'll go from there, eh? Right, so we'll get back to the yard. I've timed that just right. It's just started spitting down. I'll tell you what, how mad is it how temperatures can just change over the course of a week? Like last week it was about 30 degrees and I was sweating me conkers off. And then this morning I've had my hoodie on. But I'll tell you what, no, last week it wasn't for me. I was bloody miserable, I was. It's another reason why I didn't make it a video. I can't handle heat. When it gets too hot, I know, I get grumpy, and it's not for me. When you get to that stage where you can fry an egg between your arse cheeks, that's when it's too much for me, that. Hey, look at this, look, I feel like Bill Oddie on Spring Watch here. That's been pulling off. Look, there's a little babby rabbit. Lou! He don't look very well. He don't look like he's got much go in him, does he? He's got about as much go as a junior aspirin. We'll leave him to it, yeah. Right then, so there's not that much work to be going at now, so sorry, that was another lad on his dinner. He just he showed me his titties, Anthony. So yeah, what do we know? Right, like I say, I know it's been a good few weeks since I managed to make a video. Anyway, I hope you're all right. Not that much to report here, to be honest with you. It's been bloody mental, really. I mean, work's been mental, home's been more mental. I don't know what they've been feeding my eldest at the minute, but my God, she just doesn't stop. So yeah, we're just taking her away to Alton Towers for her birthday. I tell you what, they're fucking robbing bastards there, aren't they? They all wear bloody stripy jumpers. Well, we stayed over in the hotel. Now, I like a beer, I do. I've got to have something to dull the aches at night. Now, for a pint of Stella, they were charging £8. Now, that is absolutely criminal in my eyes. Well, I thought, fuck you, if you're robbing me, I'm going to rob you. So I had a couple of pint glasses off him. The only problem is with them Stella ones, though, they're quite tall, so they don't... I'm yet to find a cupboard they fit in. So, well, that's doing my lady's head in. There's not many things that I don't do that do my lady's head in, to be honest. So what is there to report? Well, we got robbed yesterday. Oh, yeah, that was a bit of a fiasco. I mean, not like robbed, but we had two, how do I say this, travelling sorts in yesterday. And anyway, we put these two tyres on for him. Finished end of the job, and they start pulling this spiel, reckoning we've damaged all the car, scratched fucking paintwork on wheel arch and that. I mean, we hadn't at all. I mean, I don't know how they could tell, to be honest, because the car was a complete shed. You know, pick and point on which one to blame at the folk. But so yeah, they ended up fucking just driving off with about 170 quid's worth of tyres. Do you know, sometimes with stuff like that, you're better to just let it go, aren't you? Don't get me wrong, it's shit. You tell the police, they don't give two shits, do you know what I mean? They haven't got a permanent address, they aren't bothered about finding him. Even if they do find him, they can't do nothing with him. So it's a damp squib, isn't it? So, yeah. I mean, other than that, Holy, they've got some new flavours out. We'll mention that while I'm here. So, they brought 3 new flavours out, cocktail flavours this time. Now, it's got all the fantastic characteristics of a cocktail without the alcohol, so you can get away with it while you're driving, which is, well, in my job, it makes it a, well, drink driving, as we all know, it's frowned upon, isn't it? It doesn't tend to get many good thumbs up. So, but yeah, no, I'm on mojito at the minute, and I tell you what, I'm not normally a mint fan, but that is absolutely fucking lovely, that is. So, I'll put my code underneath anyway, so you know the spiel. If you want to go and have a look, crack on, I'll put my codes in, which will make it a bit cheaper. If you don't want to have a look, then don't have a look. I will not hold it against you. I'm not going to force you. It's entirely optional. Just like watching my videos, it's entirely up to you. If you want to watch them, happy days. If you don't want to watch them, then don't watch them. You're in the wrong place now, aren't you? Right, well, we've had a slight change of plan, so I've had a job come in, so I've just rocked up here now. So we'll go and have a look, see what's going on with it, and see if we can tackle it. Now, he did reckon there was a fair split on sidewall, I think. He's asked for a gator, so we'll go and see what we can sort out with this one. So you'd say it's that fucker? Yeah, that'll be it. Alright, so already we've got one split there, one split there. Oh, a massive one down there. Yeah, I think we're going to be a busy boy with this one. I could do with some more room though, really. Let me see if we can draw it forward for me. Well, I'm scared. So the farmer, he's just nipped out at the minute, and like I say, I could do with it pulling out. But I'm going to have to try and have a go at it myself. Now, I've mentioned, in fact, I wondered about it before, wasn't I? Driving machines is not my forte. We'll definitely have a go, and we'll see what we can sort. That looks bloody complicated in there, you know. We'll get some wind in that first, and then I'll see if I can pull this out without pulling the shed down with it, eh? Well, she's going up at least, anyway. That is a fair old split, that one, isn't it? Right, well, we're going to have to try and figure out how to learn to drive this pretty quick, because, as you can hear, that's coming out at a splendid rate, really, isn't it? How do I fucking do this, then? This looks scary, this does. Right, well, there's the key. Right, well, that's done that, hasn't it? What's this bit do? Right, that's a bit loaded. Hey up, Peter's here now. We might be laughing. We'll get him do it, a real man. Just the man! How we doing? You're a sight for sore eyes. Is that alright, Peter? You're a star, mate, thank you. Oh, what a day saver. Yeah, spot on there, Peter. Bless him, he saved day twice. Some old boy around here is struggling with dementia, and he's wandered off, and he's gone to go and find him, bless him. So I tell you what, all the things that I don't want to get dementia, no, it's just fucking evil, isn't it? So anyway, enough of that. It's a bit depressing, isn't it, that? So here we are. So split, 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 split. I'm gonna be a busy boy, I think. I'm smiling on the inside, eh? Come a right fucking cropper as well. I don't know how I missed it, but I've missed that, and I've stood up underneath it. I'll give myself a right shiner on my shoulder, I reckon. Oh, you can't even see it. But yeah, no, that's bloody sore, that is. Anyway, I will stop moaning now, I promise. So I've got the tyre off. I don't think I even want to pull it out to have a look though, because it's going to be a bloody train wreck inside, isn't it? Let's do some damage assessment. Okay, so 1, 2, oh, fucking big one there. So I was expecting worse. I think there's 4 splits that I can see. I'm going to whip the tyre off fully, just so I don't miss anything. It's just to make it a bit easier to repair as well. But like I say, I thought there was going to be about 20 in there. So on a scale of things, I mean, don't get me wrong, 4's not ideal, but on a scale of things, it's a bit better than 20, isn't it? Like I say, nowhere near as bad as what I was expecting. Let's mark them up as we go along. One there, tiny one just starting to appear there. That's it for the inside. One there, that fucker there, that one there. And I think that's it. So yeah, we'll get these patched up, and he wants a tube going in, so yeah, let's get going. Well, we're making progress anyway. It's steady progress, but it's still progress. Yeah, we're looking. Well, I've got them all buffed down and cleaned up. just waiting for that glue to start drying a bit now, so we'll get some patches slapped on, and then once I've done this side we'll span that and then we'll do the other side. Right then, so one side down, one side to go. Right, so that's all donkey work done. So yeah, we're all patched up, so we'll just get it talced up now. Now the reason you talc it up is because if you don't, the tube ends up finding that glue and it ends up gripping onto it like a special needs kid onto the pet rabbit. There we go. It stayed to the bottom of there now, look. Looks like Tony Montana's desk, doesn't it, that? So we'll get this first bead back on. We'll get the tube stuffed in. Now it's an inside valve on these, so it makes getting the tube in a little bit more fun. That was easy. Yeah, we'll just get this tube fired in. Now, like I say, with it being an inside valve, it makes it a little bit more complicated. But what I tend to use is one of them. Now that's a valve extension for a truck, that is. That goes on like inner wheels. And you basically, what I do is I screw that on the end of the valve and it just gives you, you know, that much more fucking pipe to play around with, doesn't it? So you can squeeze it into that hole. Where are we? So we're not a million miles off. That's a looking vet, that. So we're in. So whip that extension off, get that collar on, and we're bloody laughing there. Hey? Right, we'll get it built back up. Sorted. Now I don't like these MRLs, I think they're a shit tire, but they do go on absolutely splendidly. Now when you have got an inside valve, before you pump it up, it's just always a good idea to make sure that that bead's not sat under that valve. Basically, if you start blowing it up and that's sort of tucked behind, you end up blowing it up and then the tube comes out from under the bead and you end up just snapping the valve off, in which case you're pretty much fucked. So yeah, no, don't do that. So we'll drop that jack down just so that rim lines up with that tyre there, like that, and we'll get some air fired in there. Right, so we're just finishing blowing up. Now it's taken me a little bit longer than I'd have liked. I have got a confession to make. Well, this is my second time blowing it up. The first time I'd pinched the tube. Now it happens to the best of us. Like I say, I'm as honest in my mistakes and I am in my victories, but yeah, this shit happens, doesn't it? But anyways, repaired up all good anyway. Just waiting for that one pop on there, and then once that's gone, we'll check pressure and we're about laughing then. We'll get back. But yeah, what a dickhead, eh? Fucking it pisses me off when I do shit like that.